Yeah, we're cooking up something special. And let me tell you, Elizabeth Sue coming at you later, she's not your standard performer. And this isn't your standard omelette. Now, it's got the golden brown onions that are coming through, soft potatoes and chorizo, all encompassed in NULAID's fluffy eggs. How good does that sound, Mzansi? Now, this Tortilla Espanola is a simple yet truly flavorful dish. It's served alongside a fresh smoky tomato sauce, which we're going to lock down now. And breakfast will never be the same after this one. Yellow how okay, Sue? It's the G-Man!
We're going to do it together, my friend.
Let's do this, man.
This is something that I haven't actually made before. I love my omelets.
Okay.
I love kind of finding new ways, because our kids love omelets as well.
Yeah.
Never used chorizo before, and I feel like I've been sleeping on this my entire life. How come we never use this?
Especially when you get your NULAID eggs. I mean, there's so many ways you can make a good breakfast. This is one of them, right?
And you can eat as many eggs as you like. It's been proven on the show. You can eat as many eggs as you like. Yeah.
Okay.
They are the healthiest. They are little pots of gold. We love our NULAID, and we've gone for 6 large. So what we're going to kind of piece together here is a delicious kind of Spanish-inspired omelette. Obviously, the chorizo adding those flavors, and man, that tomato sauce, the smoky tomato sauce.
I'm excited for this. I'm so excited.
It's going to take it to a different level. Okay.
Before we get to it, though, what
we've done is we've thinly sliced the potatoes so that they'll cook a bit more quickly. Cooked those off nice brown so that they're soft, and we've cooked the onion because they're not going to have a lot of time to cook in the omelette.
Right.
The chorizo you don't need to cook because it's cured meat. If you wanted to fry it up, it's up to you, but I like it like that, perfectly.
You're one of those guys that samples it as you're cooking. I know you
we had 3 strips before this. I actually had a big bowl, but it's all gone.
Hero ingredient coming through. What are we doing with this?
Okay, so we start with we're going to use all 6 NULAIDs because we're not making small individual omelettes. Once this is kind of out in its big omelette form, you can cut it into quarters and a family can share it. And I would even suggest then you have like a big bowl of your dipping sauce in the middle and everyone can just...
Before we get into the dipping sauce, let's talk about this hero ingredient because trusting where your food comes from has become easier, and that's with NULAID's farm-to-table movement. Now, they've ensured that you are getting the freshest eggs straight from the source and onto your plate, just like this one over here. So with NULAID's wide range of eggs to choose from, not only do they contribute to a variety of needs, but they also deliver great nutrients and freshness. We're talking good fats, we're talking good protein. I eat these things every single day. It's the encompassment of my body as well, G. And right now, we're going to show you how to do something special. I think I'm going to get onto the sauce.
Yeah,
mix
do
it up,
that, man.
Because this is another hero ingredient, Mzansi. What we got here is kind of going to give it that salsa feel, give it that spiciness. We've got some chopped up onions over here. We've got some garlic as well. We've got tomato paste as well as paprika, and then a lot of tomatoes because essentially this is a spicy tomato sauce at the end of it all.
Smoked paprika is on a different level.
Oh yeah.
Once you go smoked, you never go back, my friend.
It really is, but it's also that smokiness in the paprika. It has somewhat of a sweetness to it. It's such a beautiful balanced spice for me. It's something that's going to make this come together, and you want to try and get this to blend up as smooth as possible because we're not done just yet.
No, sir.
Yeah. Oh, and the tomatoes obviously made up from so much water.
Beautiful.
Look at that. We've got a smooth tomato sauce coming through there. And this is perfect for the next step, which is going into the pan over there by UG for about 10 minutes. You want it to reduce. You want to get some more of the flavors coming through. And that's going to give you the perfect dipper, as you mentioned earlier. Oh,
it looks beautiful. I can smell the smokiness from here. So at my little station, I've got my omelette pan on the go.
So the eggs are in that mixture
already, right? The eggs, the cream, a little bit of salt and pepper, a bit of cheese, all in there. And we're going to add the slightly more bulkier pieces here. And see, this is why it's important to pre-cook the stuff just a bit.
Yeah, I'm just thinking to myself now as well, like the crunchier you want them in the omelette or in the Espanola, essentially, the longer you want to kind of pre-cook that and pre-prepare those onions. I know a lot of us love that caramelized texture as well, so you got to go wild with the prep before you actually chuck it in there.
And that's it, buddy. So a little bit of oil in our omelette pan.
And let the magic begin.
We simply pour this baby in there. And you're not going to be folding the edges and flipping this one. So what we're going to do is we've got a plate there, which will make it a little bit easier. Let's try and spread these ingredients.
So you kind of just let it do its thing now, right?
Yeah. And obviously not too high a heat. We're obviously rushing things a little bit for the purposes of today. But you want it to kind of cook through nice and just imagine as that egg's cooking, it's drawing in the flavors of the chorizo, of the onion, of everything else. And when you are ready to flip it, all you got to do is take a flat plate, put it on top of the pan,
Oh,
turn it upside down, and then you just simply slide it back in. It's the easiest way to do it.
Cut your portions up, you got your sauce, and you got the inspiration from expressoshow.com. If you just tuned in, shame on you, but don't worry, you can find all the inspiration right on that website, expressoshow.com. It's got an inspiration that you need. It's got various ways to to obviously crack open a new laid egg and make something special when it comes to breakfast, bakes, desserts, you name it, we got you covered.